Good morning, everyone. I sure hope everything works because this has been a minute. So, what I want to do is talk about, well, America's mental health crisis, our behavioral health crisis. Uh, we have a really severe problem going on uh, in this country. And, I've been struggling for the last 10 years in how to talk about it. Like, I've pissed a lot of people off. A lot of people. A lot of people. Can I hear myself? No, I can't. I thought I could hear myself talk through my audio speaker in my office here. Oop, I just tore my headphone out. Like, I've alienated myself from the entire state of Oklahoma, which is fine because there's not much I can do to help. But that's what I want to talk about. That's what. God, my headphones sound really bad right now, and I don't like. I can barely hear. Testing 1, 2, 3. We'll just use that. Oh my god, man, I'm tired. I'm really fucking tired. Yeah, I just said a cuss word. Like I don't even know where to start. I think silence. I really think silence is the best option. Um, is the best option to fix our situation. What I mean by that is I think everyone should just stop talking. They should stop engaging the world and just sit and look at what's going on. Just stop and look and just watch. Just shut your mouth and just watch at what's going on. 'Cause, I mean, the point of action is contemplation, and this country has been going full force in a direction, and now we're here. Um, a lot of people think a lot of people think today is unique, is separated from the last how many years, and it's not. Like it's not separate. This the situation we're going through now is the same situation we were going through 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago. 40 years ago was 1984. Reagan was in the White House. I mean, you can go back to Nixon. Um, the United States is losing. They're losing to what it means to live in a democracy. in a free country. And this isn't yes, there's a there is there's a force. I hate using words like that. Um I'm just going to say wealthy people want to control like it's all in the aesthetics. They want to control your aesthetics. And what I mean by aesthetics, I mean everything. Because that's how they make their money. Religion is not how um religion is a huge part of aesthetics because it determines what you wear, where you go to worship, who you talk to, who is good and evil, and everything is set up for you there. It's all there. Everything is there. Nothing really needs to be explained to you. It's just all there. There's the good guys and there's the bad guys. And what that is all nonsense. Because it totally disregards the value of life and liberty to people that you say that they're your enemy. Like what? Like the there are millions of people in the United States who depend on the Middle East to understand their aesthetic. And they're bringing it over to the United States and saying that you must live like this to be free. That's not America. That's not. I'm sorry. That's not America. That's not liberty. That's not freedom. That's something else. Because if you can't feel comfortable, if you can't feel comfortable with someone else living a different aesthetic in a free country, you need to leave the free country and go live in some type of country where you do feel safe, some type of place where there's a theocracy or something that you feel safe, that you can walk out your door and you guaranteed you'll see something that makes you feel good. I don't know what that means. See, what I'm talking about here is uh so there's mental illness, there's behavioral illnesses. See, as time goes on, I'm having a really hard problem. And I've talked about this before. I've written about it. I but it's still hard for me to say this. It's really hard for me to disconnect ideology from the starting point of behavioral illness, because if you take your ideology to the point where you're hurting other people and you're getting so anxious to the point where you're bipolar, you have a behavioral problem. I don't. If I'm driving down the road trying to get my groceries and all of a sudden you ram your car into me because I am not a Christian or I am not a Jew or I am not Muslim, I don't have the behavioral problem. You do. Because you are violating my rights as an individual, because you won't let me you won't let me live a free life because you're afraid of what you think I believe in, which may not even be right because you can't read minds. I'm someone who works in a psych ward. You cannot read minds. People who think they can read minds, well, they're on some type of antipsychotic. You know how I know? It's because I work with these people. So, to manufacture an entire government to go around to babysit thoughts is insane. It is not the foundation of the United States of America. It's not what this country stands for. It is not. I mean, I've got several things that I want to talk about, and I don't know if I'm going to get to them. But I want to bring up the Constitution real quick. See, I really don't think people. I don't think Americans understand where human rights begin. I don't think they understand. See, people think bullying behavior is just street play. It is not. Because when I'm trying to, when I'm trying, if let's go back to school here, like middle school, elementary school, whatever, and you had this bully trying to get into this kid's life and screw them up. What that kid is doing is screwing with that other kid's education. They're making them afraid and they're isolating them. They're even isolating themselves. So that kid is screwing with that other kid's human rights. That's where it begins, right there. Like you're already fucking with the Constitution in that behavior. You're already screwing with it. This is why we need this is why we need to influence people to be kind, to give people space, to respect people's space, to respect them. Because you're not obligated to talk to anyone. You're not obligated. I'm not obligated to engage anybody. I'm not obligated to do that. When it becomes an obligation, that means you no longer live in a free country. That's the simplest thing you can understand here. And I'm not talking politics here. I'm talking human behavior, which is a lot of politics. It is politics. People separate behavior and politics and business and politics and whatever. You can't do that. Nothing is separate. They try to split your mind in 15 different boxes and put you know, your work in one box and your human rights in another box and something else in another box. And what that is nonsense. It's to get your mind to keep going and to keep going in different directions and not thinking about what's happening in front of your face. But there's so much more to this than just what I'm talking about. Because we're also not educating our children. We're not educating them and raising them to be productive members of our society. I'm not talking about just the parents. I'm talking about the entire culture of the United States. We're not doing that. And what's happening in the religious cultures in America, evangelicalism, especially in Mormonism, and Protestantism, like we're separating religion from secularism, and we're trying to get religious schools more authority than public schools. And what that is shoving giving religious people a better opportunity in America than secular people. And that's unacceptable, because you are keeping people from an education because of religion. That's not American. That's not an American. That's not American. See, we are not moving towards peace in America. We're moving towards a more division. But there's more to talk about than what I'm talking about here. Because if you I'm almost afraid to say this, but so there's a lot of role players in America, and I'm just going to call out the Mormon faith here for a second. The entire faith is bullshit. I'm sorry, it's not faith, it's belief. That entire belief is bullshit. The entire thing is bullshit. The entire state of Utah and the central-ish Midwest outside of California, maybe a little bit in California, that entire region is suspended by a false belief in Jesus Christ. And most religions are. In fact, Christianity today is. Like, now I'm someone who studied religious cultures when they were founded. And what people are doing today are role-playing what they believe those people meant back in the day. Everyone's trying to go back to the good old days. That doesn't exist. It does not exist. It doesn't exist. The only thing that's real is now. And we have these white evangelical people trying to role play as Jewish people and then calling themselves Christian. See, the whole reason like Zionists want to save Israel is not because they really love Jesus Christ, because Jesus Christ called out the theocracy. Like, everyone misses that point. Everybody misses that point. And that's because of wealthy people. Wealthy people don't want you to know that, you're basically responsible for your life, because because they're trying to sell you stuff. They're trying to sell you stuff. If they can get into your wallet, they can continue being wealthy. And if that means they can sell you a religion, whether it be Judaism, Christianity, Islam, whatever, they can sell you. They can sell you shoes. They can sell you clothing. They can sell you crosses. They can sell you everything. But this is more than business, though. This is mental health. Like, I don't think people understand. See, things are getting so messy right now where I don't think people understand what crime is. Crime is dishonesty. It's knowing it's knowing and unknowing dishonesty, I guess. You could be found guilty for something that you didn't know was wrong, but you still did it. And that's a big defense in court. It's like, well, I didn't know I murdered that person. That's all bullshit. Like, when you kill someone, you know you kill them. That's just the way it is. But working bedside with people in a severe mental health crisis will open your eyes to a lot of things outside of a hospital setting. That's sickening. It's just absolutely sickening. I don't know how to say this without offending everybody. Education needs to be number one, because the more education we have, the less crime we have. See, Americans want crime because they love the rush of it. They're addicted to the rush of crime. Why do you think we have our president right now? Like, when I see people surrounding that man and praying, what I see are idiots. That's all I see. Those aren't honest people. Those aren't honest people. There isn't a single person listening to this, but I don't care. I'm just going to say it anyway. And that's another thing, is like, I've been preaching kindness for 10 years, and I've probably gotten 10 likes. Which tells me a lot. It tells me a lot. That Americans aren't interested in it. They're just not interested in it. They're not interested in it. They're not interested in kindness. They're not interested in being kind to anyone. What I think Americans are interested in is sex, pleasure, sex, and food. Everything else is someone else's job. They're not even interested in business anymore. Like, I cannot... I'm not calling out corporations here. I'm calling out Americans. I cannot go outside to any... I can't go anywhere and find a quality meal for a quality price in America anymore. It's all overpriced crap. And those are Americans making those meals, not corporations. Yeah, they work for corporations, but those are people. Americans are completely responsible for what's going on. They're completely responsible. What is significant in America is like something like 140 million people didn't vote, and 77 million people voted for. 78 million people voted, or 80 million people voted for Trump, and 75 million people voted for Kamala Harris. So more people in the United States are either apathetic or stupid. That's significant. That is significant. Um like there's so much I want to talk about. I just don't even know where to start, and I'm so tired. Like I'm almost to the point where I don't even want to do this because I know it's not going to mean anything. Getting on a microphone on the internet and talking about this stuff isn't going to do anything. What's going to make a difference is my feet and my arms and my legs and my actions. But that's the thing is Americans think honest, good work is weak behavior. See, the psychology of Americans and the psychology of Russians are basically the same thing. And people today are, some of them are shocked the fact they can't figure out why America and Russia are like so close together. It's so easy to understand. The Cold War was a relationship between America and Russia, and it lasted. Well, the Cold War was what for 50 years, but now we're still in the relationship. See, people don't ever consider, and we never fought the Russians in war. The only videos that I've ever seen of Americans shooting Russians and Russians shooting Americans is in Ukraine. The anti-communist people that I grew up with are now pro-Russia. And what this is a mix of behavioral problems, is behavioral illnesses, and a lack of education. A lack of education, starting from the parents, the school, and the community, is the cause of the behavioral crisis. It is the cause of the behavioral crisis. I know this because I work with behavioral health patients. The reason these people are sick is because they don't have an environment that's healthy. If you put a flower into the ground and you put the wrong soil in the flower, that flower will never grow properly. It'll always be off, or it won't even grow at all. Is the flower sick? Yes, the flower is sick, but why is it sick? Okay, I'm going to move to another topic now because I think I'm just going to start rambling on about nonsense. It's all nonsense anyway. See, I've got this app that it's not even on the internet anymore because I have to like do a bunch of privacy agreements and stuff, and I have to do a bunch of like back end crap just to get it online again. And I don't even know if I want to do that. It cost me $500 a year. Like I don't even know if I want to do it anymore because I know, well, there's a couple reasons why I don't want to do it. For one, our president is knocking the doors down of people who want to talk shit about him. That's not democratic. And two, I'm working against an entire culture of people who actually want authoritarianism, whether they know it or not. And the reason they want authoritarianism is because, like, this entire country is just in chaos. And it's in chaos because the lack of we for the last 50, 60, 70 years have been slowly cutting away at this country, bit by bit by bit. And now this is how we got to today. See, something during COVID that completely opened my eyes of how shit America is like we during COVID, during that 2-year period where COVID was in that lockdown period, like we could have been shoving people into education. We could have been doing so much to get people going again. Instead, we shut everything down and gave bailouts to billionaires. Americans did that. We completely allowed that. Completely allowed it. We let that happen. And then when we impeached Donald Trump, and then we got Joe Biden in, Joe Biden did absolutely nothing when it comes to the prosecution of January 6th. January 6th was a significant moment in this country that people will just ignore. Joe Biden, it was all theater. It was all theater. It's all theater. Like when I see pictures of George Bush, I saw a picture of George Bush sitting eating a hot dog at a Rangers game. It's like I don't want to see that shit. And then we elect Donald Trump again. The American people elected Donald Trump again. And now we're here again where we're locking people up. We're blowing doors down of immigrants because we want them out of our country. These stupid farmers are complaining that they can't find people to work for them anymore. Like, no white kid is ever going to go into a field and make minimum wage to pick anything. Because we're not instilling, we're not instilling work ethics into our children. We're just not doing that. So what these idiots want isn't going to happen because we're not doing that. And if we're instilling our children to go start jobs in fast food and just completely disregard their job because they don't really want to be there, they're making shitty food and we're charging twice the amount that we should be for shitty food, and then we're going home and getting on the internet complaining about it. Americans don't care about the value of the dollar because every day they get up and they manufacture a shit product and then sell it. Give it to another American where they bitch about having a shitty product. And then the guy selling the shitty product is laughing. See, it's all a joke. See, I really don't see an out. Like people see, well, there's light at the end of the tunnel. I don't see any light at the end of the tunnel. I don't even know where the tunnel is anymore. When I was working COVID, I put 800 people in body bags. 800. In the state that I was working in, 16,000 people died between 20 and 22 of COVID. I put 800 of those people in body bags. Me as an individual. I know this because I wrote I printed a ticket every time I did it. A ticket to the morgue, 800 of them tickets. $800. And I almost die of a freaking seizure because I work myself into the ground. And then I find that there's no legitimate health care in the state that I work in that understands the problem. And so I just wasn't getting health care. And then I was let go from a job because I called someone a dumbass. See, Americans are stupid people. I mean this. So like the worker can't say cuss words, but the president of the United States can be a whatever timed felon and sexually assault whoever he wants and have cocaine in the White House, but I can't say dumbass to someone. That's how stupid America is. America is a stupid, dangerous place to live. And the only reason it's like that is because of Americans. It's not any single one individual, it's a collective of them all. Okay, with that said, we're going to do some video examples here. I actually found a really good one. So, working in a psych ward, I deal with a lot of the same populations that police officers deal with. And the more I watch, like, dash cam video, chest cam video of officers dealing with people, what I see is behavioral health. I don't see crime. There's crime going on. The speeding and the stealing and all that's crime, but the foundation of the problem is mental illness. Let's see if I can find this video that I watched yesterday. If anyone does see this video, what I'm about to show you is people getting shot. So if you can't handle people being shot, you need to take off the video. Oh, I think I might have to. There it is. Okay, so what's going on here is there's a guy running. In his mind, I don't think he's running from the cops. In his mind, he's just having a manic episode. What you're about to see here is a cop ramming He's basically going to pit the guy off the road. He's going to chase him down, and he's going to pit them off the road. This guy doesn't get shot because the officer is smart enough to know that this guy is not a threat to him. He's just a threat to himself.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna actually watch this. No, it's just him running. Oh, here we go. Okay, so.
Hands up! Get hands up!
Okay, so, I'm gonna say that, like, pointing a gun at this guy is completely justified. This guy is going through a mental health crisis. And he's putting his life in danger as well as the cops. So the officer is completely justified in pointing his firearm at this guy because he doesn't know at this point what's wrong with this dude. He does not know. What makes the job of the police so difficult is that. And if this guy pointed a gun at this cop's completely justified in dropping his mag on him. Like, I would. I've gone physical with people in behavioral health crises, and they don't have that reasoning in their head. They don't have that ability, so they'll just keep coming. They'll just keep hitting you. They'll keep going until their energy runs out. So you just got to keep, like, I've body checked people. I've grabbed their arms and I've taken them to the ground. I had a patient try to stab me in the head with a knife one day. What we do in the medical setting if that happens is we restrain them, and we put them in 4-point restraints, and then we sit with them and we document with these people. We document their behavioral changes until we decide that they're ready to get out. That's what happens to you in a psych ward if your behavior gets too out of control.
Hands up! Put your hands up! Put your hands up! Put your hands up! You're gonna get bit with a dog!
What's up, guys? I'm Chase, founder of Blenders. Started this brand in 2012.
Look at that guy's eyes, man. He is
since
gacked
day
out of his
one,
mind.
we always wanted to
Jesus.
create vibrant sunglasses that people can wear. We had made hundreds and hundreds of styles.
That dude needs to put his sunglasses on to hide his drug problem. They can just let it out there free. I don't care.
Sheriff 93, here 20.
Hands up!
Ooh, that cop held his firearm a little funky there. I don't.
South at end. We've ran them multiple times. Get the out of the car! Back up, back up, back up, back up. Back up.
This cop is really good at his job.
I didn't copy it. I heard something about Ram.
He's patient. He's not shooting at this guy.
Train around. South at end.
Tom Collins, Blair.
God, man. Gotta give it to that car for never giving up. Okay, so here.
We're gonna get tased. Turn the car off! I don't care! Turn the car off! Do it now! Turn the car off!
Right there. Okay. Right there. Right there is where you determine where, like.
Turn the car off!
See, that's manic behavior. That guy's behavior is consistent with bipolar disorder. That's because I've dealt with people like that. In fact, this week I had a patient that was being non-compliant. He sat in this wheelchair and he would refuse to go to the table to eat his meal. And I told him, look, man, you need to go eat your meal. This isn't your wheelchair. You need to go stand up. So he falls out of the wheelchair and starts screaming and acting like that. Then he gets up, he runs over to the table, he throws the chair against the wall. No, I'm sorry, I gotta go back here a second. So this dude gets up, he stands up, and he pulls the exit sign out of the ceiling, and the whole ceiling comes down. Then he runs over to the table, grabs a chair and throws it at the wall, and then shoves a bunch of food in his mouth to try to choke himself. Me and 4 other staff members grab this guy. He chokes on his meal. That I give him the Heimlich maneuver to get the food out of his airway, and then we go put this guy in 4-point restraints. But this situation this guy is in is far more dangerous because cops aren't necessarily trained to identify behavioral illnesses unless either they are being trained or they're interested in it.
Trying to get away.
That's still justified. Having this cop pointing that firearm at that guy is still justified. Because just because you're in a manic episode doesn't mean that your rights as a first responder you still have your human rights. Like the well-being of the first responder is like number 1 in school. It's the first part of it. If you don't have compassion for yourself, you don't have compassion for anyone.
Ambulance. Look at his pacemaker's going on.
See, this guy, he's having a manic episode. Now his pacemaker's going off. And the cop recognizes it. And see how his firearm is no longer in his hand, it's holstered. And this is no longer a criminal situation. Now the state can still charge this man with fleeing and eluding and resisting arrest, but I really don't think it's necessary.
My pacemaker's going off! Oh my god! Grab this hand. Oh my god! Get on the car!
And this guy's age group is consistent with the age group that I'm working with right now. It's the same behavior. See, I thought schizophrenia was the big problem in America, but I don't think that anymore. I think bipolar is a very serious problem.
Oh, my fucking pacemaker! Oh my god! Oh, my pacemaker's going off! Oh my god, my pacemaker's going off! Oh, put your hands on your back! My pacemaker! Put your hands on your back!
His pacemaker may not even be going off, and he may just be saying it just to get out. But his behavior, his total behavior is consistent with someone going through a mental health crisis. It's not criminal. It is criminal in the law aspect.
Oh, my face finger. Yeah.
You alright? Blaine, are you good?
It's still my face finger going off.
Check the dog. Go ahead.
Oh, good.
What's your name?
He claims his face finger's going off. Get him on his side.
He didn't do that until we stopped him. Okay. Okay, so
I don't know if I can find this video. There's a video I saw a long time ago of a guy who steals a police car. This might be it right here.
We pretty much take it all.
This is 10 years
Fridges, and
ago.
dishwashers, dressers, drawers, couches, mattresses.
Now at 11, stolen cop car.
are you a police officer? Retired?
He's not retired. He's not even an officer. Police say he's Larry Nystrom, and he's accused of stealing a cop car left running outside Jackson Memorial Hospital's crisis center last month and taking
See, that's a mental health crisis.
it for a joyride all the way to Alligator Alley. That's where a Florida Highway Patrol trooper starts following.
I don't think I'm going to be able to find it, which is fine. I'm not gonna sit here and look for it because I can't. I'm not. It's just gonna take me. Can't remember the name of it. But it's basically a guy who steals a police car and he screams. There's dash cam video of it, and he's screaming the entire time about like lizards and all that stuff. And what that is another manic episode. It's not necessary. I mean, yes, he stole a police car. He stole a police car, and that's obviously a crime. But what we're dealing with in the United States is not like the worse the worse the behavioral health crisis gets in America, the worse the crime is going to get. And the worse the crime is going to get, the way our government is right now, the harder they're going to come down on you, the more authoritative they're going to get. I'm not talking about Democrat, Republican here. I'm talking about behavior and how we respond to behavior. And what makes this even more disgusting is the fact that we're consciously uneducating our children, and we're getting them to the point where their behavior is so out of the control where it becomes criminal, and the next justification for government is less human rights. That's unacceptable. That's why education is so important in a democracy. Because an authoritarian can just walk right in and be like, okay, we need to lock things down. And that's how they steal a country. There's this video here.
You don't think it looks weird?
I kind of like how it curves,
So-
actually.
Really?
I mean, it definitely draws my eye.
Again, this is a guy who beat his girlfriend up, and then the cops basically shot. This guy never pointed a gun at the officer, but the officer shot at him. And I think he was using his bullets as cover. I don't really disagree with the way the officer responded to it. See, he's beating his ex-girlfriend up in her car right now, and she runs away. Actually, the more I think about this video, the more I think the officer did the right thing. Because he shut down a very violent situation. I think what he did was kind of dangerous.
Somebody please come
Because he's discharging a firearm in an intersection. But
I have my daughter. They're trying to kill me right next to me. Please, I'm bleeding. I don't know. I'm on shields. Please come.
On foot or in a car?
I'm in a car.
What kind of car?
I'm in a BMW. Please, my baby's in the car.
Alright, I have them.
Copy, I'll give it here.
see, I mean, the job of the police is to keep the peace, is to maintain law and order, especially order.
Alright, we are westbound Jensen, now crossing over the 41. They are both failing to yield. Any units close, pit is authorized. Have her pull over out of the way if possible.
Copy.
He's still chasing and ramming.
Charles 14, I'm with you, 102.
You see your heads!
Is this dangerous for this cops to be doing this? Yes.
You come out with your hands up, or we will shoot you again. Come out on the ground. 7 Charles 14, line of fire is going to be to the east. I need units to arrive from Jensen and 41.
Because there's, I mean, as someone who owns a firearm and understands the consequences of shooting someone, you really have to pay attention to what is downrange. I understand this cop is shooting downward into this vehicle, and the chances of his bullets ricocheting and hitting that black truck behind that car are pretty small, but they are still there. Actually, those higher shots may end up going through the other side of the vehicle, because he's probably using hollow points. I sure hope he is. That's what I use.
Let me take over for you, Sarge. You got it. Get out of the car! Do not reach for anything or I will shoot you! Get out of the car! Turn off my siren! Unlock the door! Get out! If you reach, you won't get shot! Come out! Face away from me! Turn away! Get out and face away! Keep your hands up! Get out of the car! Get out!
This
face
cop
away,
put 26
walk
rounds
backwards,
into this
hands
guy.
up.
He didn't get hit once.
Keep coming! Keep coming! Keep coming!
But like I can't do this. I can't so I respond to behavioral crisis events within the place I work, and I can't run in and start doing stuff like this, but like getting the situation under control as fast as possible is the best thing you can do, because the longer you allow this to go on, the worse it gets.
Keep coming! Keep coming! Get on your knees! On your knees, face away! Go hands, I got him. Someone get on car.
I just want to go go back. Just, like, this cop must watch some, like, action movies or something. Man, like, or he must go to the range and, like, really train, because he just mag dumps on this dude and then runs and then changes his... Like, look at that. And he grabs another mag. And, like, he's smart. This cop is... he's real... I mean, I hope he's a good person. Because this cop knows how many bullets are in his gun. He knows that he's got at least... Well, he's got one more. He's got one in the chamber. So he changes his mag with one still in the chamber so he doesn't have to rack to slide. While he's running to shoot again. Like, I don't think this cop was... maybe I'm wrong here. I mean, he can't see the guy. But he's using his bullets as cover. That's just the way I see it. I mean, that's just the way I understand the situation. Because I guess he doesn't know that he's not hit at that point. There's no reason why he wouldn't know, because he just put an entire Glock round, which was probably 17 rounds, I'm assuming. Wait a minute, no, I'm wrong. I guess.
I'm with you. You come out with your hands up, or we will shoot you again. Come out on the ground.
I will say that police have gotten a lot of bad rap over the years, and they're going to continue to get a bad rap the worse authoritarianism gets. But I work with a lot of police officers, and not all of them are horrible people. There are bad ones out there, but they're not all bad. And yeah, I do watch these videos to Okay, actually, no, here's a really good one right here. So this one right here, this cop is under investigation for
but durability goes right along with it. You see, we test, and
I'm going to explain why.
All right, Mr. Blue, step out for me real quick.
I ain't got to get out of the vehicle.
Yes, you do, because I got probable cause to search the vehicle now.
Why?
Because he said there's a roach in the car. So you're going to step out of the car, I'm going to have to forcibly remove you from the car. And if you don't comply, you will be placed under arrest for disorderly conduct and obstructing governmental operations. So step out of the...
See, all of these people sound the same to me. Is this guy intoxicated? Yes. He's absolutely intoxicated.
The vehicle now. Don't reach around inside the vehicle. Step.
I will tell you that everyone, like, what I'm saying is these suspects and my patients are the same people. I obviously don't know this guy, but like, when I'm saying same people, they have the same behavioral patterns. They're always concerned about their rights because they're always acting in a way where their rights are being taken away from them. I sat with a guy in the emergency room who was trying to run out of the hospital that was high on meth, and he couldn't sit still. He just wouldn't stop moving. He wouldn't stop trying to walk out of the hospital, so I was assigned to sit with this guy, and he wouldn't stop moving. And I was trying to counsel this guy to help him figure out, get his life together. He's never going to. He was like 68 years old doing meth. And so he was like doing one of his like hover things where he would hover, where he would like, I don't know, it kind of looks like The Exorcism, where he's like going up with his arms and then kind of coming straight up to the end of the bed and then sitting up. And he looked me in the face, and I go, "Look, dude, you got to stop doing meth." And he punched me in the face. See, these people don't necessarily want help.
Step out of the vehicle. Now, you want to go to jail?
See, this guy is complying. He's saying fuck you, but he's complying.
Keep it up.
I'm not scared of jail.
Well, okay, well, I can oblige you on that. Hey, don't reach for anything. Do you understand that?
See, the cop right now is getting scared. They're both scared.
Drop what you got in your hands.
No, I'm videotaping this shit.
So, hang on a minute. Let's go back here for a second.
What you got in your hands.
No, I'm videotaping this shit.
So basically what the cop did there is he let go of his suspect and he threw him to the ground. Like if I'm working with a combative patient, I would never throw them to the ground like that.
You're under arrest. Get on the ground. You're under arrest. Turn around. Get on the ground. You're going to get it again. Get on the ground. You're going to get it again.
See, this cop is more terrified than the suspect is. Right now is when this cop is screwing his life up.
Lay on your belly. Lay on your belly. Lay on your belly. Put your hands behind your back. The fuck? Put your hands behind your back.
The cop is valuing his life so much to the point where this other guy's life doesn't mean anything. And that's when crime begins.
Put your hands behind your back.
It's basically selfishness. Is this guy not is it like what is the responsibility of the person who was murdered from being murdered? What are you doing with your life to the point where you put yourself in a situation like this? I'm not saying the cop is right, because the cop is wrong. But what is this guy doing with his life where he's being in that position?
Oh, you fucked up, man.
Put your hands behind your back.
Motherfucker, man.
Put your hands behind your back.
Okay.
Put your hands behind your back.
And now the cop's going to pepper spray him, which is completely unnecessary.
Okay.
Put your hands behind your back.
This cop is so terrified of going hands-on with this guy. He throws him to the ground, he tases him, and he pepper sprays him in the face. I'm surprised he doesn't kick him in the head.
Hey, man,
Like, this guy has no time to comply.
Okay,
put your hands behind your back.
Okay.
Yes, you can. Put them behind your back.
Man?
Put your hand behind your back.
What the fuck is your deal, man?
Put your hand behind your back.
They are.
Dude, you're going to get lit up.
And one giant problem that we're going to run into because of the fact we're uneducating our children, we're getting more violent, and we're getting more authoritative, is cases like this are going to become more and more and more. And lawyers and DAs are not going to pick up the case against the officer. They're just not going to do it. They're just not going to do it. It's not going to be a thing. And that's unacceptable. Because that means that citizens no longer have rights.
Again.
They are behind my back.
All the way behind your back.
Okay.
All the way.
Hands up.
Don't move.
The fuck is your problem?
Don't move.
I'm not moving.
Don't you move, bub.
I'm not. What the fuck, man? I didn't do nothing.
You're under arrest. I've already told you that once.
I didn't do nothing.
511 E-Town. 511.
The fuck? Oh my God, that hurts so bad.
I mean, what that officer did was completely unacceptable. Okay, let's go to another manic.
Ready to lose the hat and regrow the hair? With Choose by Hims, you can regain your hair.
911 emergency. Hi. Hi, my name is. And my neighbor is running with the knife after people beating people up.
Okay, hang on a second.
Okay, so I don't want to preface that if you were schizophrenic, if you were bipolar, and you're outside running with a knife and hurt people, the people do have the right to shoot you because you are a threat to the community. It doesn't matter that you have schizophrenia or bipolar or you're in a state of psychosis or you're on PCP or whatever. It doesn't matter because you're hurting people.
I'm looking for an officer in your area, okay? Hang on.
The window.
You called? You called?
No, my brother.
Huh?
English?
Yeah.
No English, Pashto.
Basto?
Pashto. My brother. You crazy. My brother?
Your brother?
Yeah.
Where is he?
You crazy.
Where is he at? Where is he at?
Yeah, he's home.
This guy is psychotic. He's going through a psychotic episode. This guy is psychotic. Okay, so when I'm saying, I understand what I'm saying by the sounds in their behavior. This guy is psychotic. See, some people can't recognize the difference between it. I mean, everyone recognizes this guy is crazy because he's yelling. But they don't necessarily recognize the fact that he is, like, unconsciously crazy. He's unaware of what he's doing.
40?
What's calling unit for the code 3 calling RD 1034 identified.
10-8-21. Give me a backup. 450 man with the knife. Hey, relax.
Hey, stay over here. Who's inside the house?
10-8-21. To get to him is going to be Irwin, just west of Reseda, or east of Reseda.
Let me get the 40.
Hey.
Let me get the keys.
I got taser, you got DCO. One person only. You got the 40. Hey, but be careful, he ran out the front. We're careful because he had a frying pan and he has a knife.
So, I guess I do want to say something real quick about this video that I forgot. So the guy with the taser's trying to de-escalate this. He's trying to value this guy's life, which he is he's not trying. He is valuing the guy's life because let's go to the taser first because he recognizes the fact that this guy isn't of a sound mind. So he's valuing his life.
So we gotta go. Come on.
This cop right here is he's young and he's ready to end this bad situation, and he does.
Relax. Let me. Hey, if I can get a chance, I'm gonna.
See, he just told him to relax. This is a really young cop. So this officer that we're looking to the dash cam on, he's obviously a more experienced officer. And when you're running into these situations, what you need to do is you need to be aware of what's going on, and you need to relax at the same time, because if you don't, you're going to hurt yourself or somebody else.
I'm going to tase him. All right. Watch out. Slow.
So, again, he's running at you with a knife. You have your gun out. You're going to shoot him. And I don't think the taser would have been effective in that. Well, no, it kind of is, actually. Yeah, he's getting tased.
Relax, sir, needs help. Knife down. Relax. He's got it. I'm gonna kick it. Yeah. It's right there. Stop. Yeah, it's down.
All right, moving up. I think you move up. Got it.
See, like I hated going into people's houses when I worked as an EMT. I couldn't stand
the first fully immersive sleep system. Intelligent.
Because I have been into. I went to a guy who was trying to kill himself, and he was standing on a shotgun.
911.
Cops
What is
didn't
the
see it.
location of your emergency?
I was standing right next to him, and
Hi,
I stepped on it.
I'm at.
Is screaming hysterically. Her and her boyfriend called the cops. He said that he had heard her say at some point, "Don't hurt me."
Hands down! Don't reach!
Hold it. Sir, Seattle Police, we need you to come out with your hands out. I don't know what that was in his hand. Seattle Police Department, sir, inside of this unit. We need you to come out with your hands up.
Oh my God, what happened? Oh my God, what happened?
Hey! Shots fired. Shots fired. Shots fired.
Oh my God.
You need to get her out.
Yep.
Ma'am, I need you to get up. I need you to get up now. I need you to get up. Okay, get behind the door.
Suspect is shooting.
Ma'am, I need you to get up.
He's back here. He's back here.
I got it.
Oh my God.
We're right here in the front unit. He's shooting out of this window and this door. He's shooting out of this window and this door. He keeps moving back and forth.
The door that they're on?
Yeah. He's loading.
He's loading.
He is loading. He is reloading. We need additional units now. All right, hey, I'm gonna shift her.
Drop the gun, sir!
Drop the gun!
Seattle
It's the
Police
Seattle
Department!
Police!
Come on, with your hands up!
I thought this guy ran down the stairs,
Ma'am,
but I can't
don't
remember. He must not.
He is moving.
He keeps moving back and forth.
Show me your hands!
Back up, back up.
Asher, you see him?
Never. I thought that was a different video. Here's another mental like.
Alan has sleep apnea, and for about 8
You can
years
definitely
he
see it in
struggled
their
with a
eyes.
CPAP machine.
And then I saw.
Like their eyes say a lot.
How you doing?
Okay, so my son, he's been diagnosed as a schizophrenic.
Okay. Where's your son at right now?
He's at the house.
Okay.
And he also has a warrant out for him because he didn't show up for court because he didn't take his medicine, which was a conditional release, which was a condition of his release.
Okay.
The manic episodes are starting again.
I'm sorry. Giving us permission to come in, correct?
Yeah.
Is there any weapons in his hand?
Is there a knife or something?
He has a knife.
He has a knife? See, I think he took it from me this morning.
That's cut-proof, technically. Okay. When he opens that door, don't have him close it. When he opens that door, don't have him close it. Close it. Knock again. TJ, it's the sheriff's office. Come on out and talk to us, buddy.
Got no
I
trouble.
mean, this is basically dealing with. This is like dealing with most manic patients, whether it's schizophrenia or bipolar. Is like, it's just talking them. They're gonna do what they're gonna do, but you're basically talking. They're what? Yeah,
TJ, we
he's
just
just
wanna
sitting
talk
in
to
his
you.
room.
TJ, can you come out and talk to us? TJ!
What's up? Drop that
See, you can't really see his eyes very well, but like, oh my God, he went for his neck. Jesus Christ. See, this is crime. Yes, it's crime. It's obviously crime, but this is mental health. This is behavioral health. No amount of law and justice and order is ever gonna fucking fix the fact that our country is sick. Like, no amount of like gripping onto something is ever gonna fix it. That doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry. No amount of strangling something to death is gonna fix it. Like, let's lock everybody in their houses or in jails, and then everybody will be safe. That's authoritarianism.
What's up? Drop that fucking.
I'm really surprised that cop behind him didn't get shot.
TJ!
What's up? Drop that fucking.
Okay, no, the cop wasn't behind him. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better.
County, shots fired, shots fired! Boulders, you okay? Boulders, you okay?
Oh, God, I hate going into houses, man. Whew. See, like... Yes, there's crime. There's conscious crime. Most of the crime, most of the real hardcore crime in this country is white-collared business crime. Like, the really nasty crime, the murders for money, and all that stuff is being done by mostly wealthy people. Not by people like this. This guy is mentally unwell. I would say the corporate CEO is mentally unwell too, but he's unwell by choice. He's consciously aware of what he's doing. He is hurting people for gain. This dude right here isn't hurting this cop for gain. He's just mentally unwell. Like, Russia going to war with Ukraine and trying to invade Ukraine. That's the crime that I'm talking about right now. That's conscious crime. That's consciously stealing land from another people or person or whatever. Like, that's not the same thing as what I'm showing you. That's I want to use the word evil because it's conscious of itself. Any human being, anyone who, like, it's hard for me to call this schizophrenic guy trying to stab this cop in the neck evil. Yeah, I'm saying that. Because the cop signed up for it for one. The cop literally, like, yesterday I got a call for a male throwing poop at everyone, and I went to it. Like, if I walked out of that room crying because I got poop in my eyes, like, that's on me. Oh, here's another good one here. Actually, I want to. Oh shit!
Which house?
So this guy broke into his wife's house or something.
Let me know if anything changes, okay?
He's trying to break down the door.
Yeah, he broke into his ex-wife's house. See, this is crime. It's still manic. He's still manic, but this is crime. If you're calmly and consciously hurting people, that's probably the worst type of evil that human beings can be. If you are calmly and collectively hurting people, like Vladimir Putin's an amazing example. See, he thinks he's saving Russia, but you can't save Russia. Russia is fucked. That entire culture is of crime. Because they don't know anything else. They literally don't know anything else.
Okay, come.
Huh? This guy, right here. He was in his room. Is it in 29? Oh, there's active. Kick him down. We kicked the door. Charlie 453, there's active kicking doors in the basement. Do it, do it. Hey. Kick the door. Please, please, get on the fucking rock! Drop the fucking knife!
He lunged towards the cop while holding a knife like that. Completely justified in shooting him.
Hey, stay back, dog! Protect us, hey! Hold the base! Okay, I got the basement, you guys practice it upstairs!
Fucking dog was terrified. Oh, here's actually a really good one that I've
My energy bill dropped from $150 to $50 by doing this. My friends laughed at me when I spent.
I don't know if this is an 18-minute video, man.
He did sound intoxicated.
Trey.
Yeah, that's right, Phil.
Casper PD, in here? She was safe.
I'm also part of the lease owner.
I know.
This is a war veteran who needs therapy. That's what
But we
this
have
is.
to shoot you. No, you couldn't.
I don't care. Death by cop doesn't sound too bad. But what do you want?
What happened?
I told her to get the fuck out.
Okay.
And so I pushed her the fuck out. She wouldn't fucking leave.
Okay. Can you step in here?
No.
Can you step in here away from the rifle so that we can talk?
Go
ahead.
It's behind me. What do you want?
Yeah, like 3 steps behind you.
Yeah.
From law enforcement.
Okay.
That's plenty of time for you, Joey.
So,
He just wants to know how she can
we
get
came
back
in
to
here.
Motel 6.
See, this guy's
And she
majorly
told us that she is
depressed.
going to.
Copy.
I'm listening. Calm down.
That she's going to come in here and get her stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to come in here to make sure she was safe because she's alleging that you were pushing her and could be.
I pushed her out that fucking door.
You pushed her out the door?
Yeah, 100% did.
Okay, why?
I'm tired of her shit. I'm tired of the bullshit. I'm tired of everything. Told her to get the fuck out. She was leaving anyways. She fucking screamed at me, so I put her out that fucking door. It's not even like she pays for this fucking place. She might be on the fucking lease, but I pay for everything.
Okay, well that doesn't mean anything.
I
to
know
me,
it
but she
doesn't
lives
legally.
here.
I don't really give a fuck either.
Okay, so you pushed her like
Yeah,
both hands pushed her?
Yeah.
Did you knock her over when you pushed her?
No, she stumbled. I picked her back up and I put her out the door.
She stumbled and fell on the ground.
Well, she didn't fall on the ground. I grabbed her before she fell.
Okay. She stumbled after you pushed her though.
She stumbled because she had lost her footing. Yes.
Okay. So you guys got in an argument? Anything else physical happen?
No. And I saw you inspecting the door. That was long before you guys ever got here. That was when she tried to commit.
I'm not saying that was from. She didn't even said she didn't know what that was from.
Oh, she did because I punched that door before she tried to commit. That was like a month and a half ago.
Okay.
You said that's an airsoft gun? Huh? Did you say that's an airsoft gun or is that a real gun? Does he have a gun? Rifle? He has a gun with him? A rifle. It's on the porch. He has that with him. Yeah, it's real. It's real. Just making sure.
Okay, so describe to me what happened, what led up to you pushing her out the door.
Me and her got in an argument. I told her to get out. She was already leaving anyway. For her birthday bash, because we had the same birthday. She fucking screamed at me.
What fucking birthday bash this is?
Pushed her out the fucking door.
Okay. How hard did you push her?
Not very.
Not very. How many times did you push her?
Probably like 3.
3 times?
Probably. And
just all in the back, or?
And mostly, yeah.
Okay. How long you guys been together?
On and off for like 9 months.
Okay. How long has she been living here?
We got this lease in November.
Okay. So what made you decide to start? She's already leaving the house. Why would you start pushing her in the back?
Because I wanted her to leave. She kept screaming. I'm done with this relationship. I don't think you understand that.
No, I understand. I think that's a great idea.
And then every time I try to fucking leave her too, or something, some bullshit fucking happens. Trips me, she does fucking something. I don't need this shit. I really don't.
This guy's majorly depressed. He doesn't know how to manage his life correctly. This is an education problem. If the cops show up at your house to try to talk you out of a situation that you put yourself in, you have a behavioral health problem. That's the simplest thing you could understand. A culture that hires the police to make sure that they don't break the law is a culture that can't be responsible for their own behavior. Like, how else are you supposed to understand that? It's like, I'm going to hire a security guard to follow me around to make sure that I am safe. That is just, what the fuck are you doing?
Same shit with her. I'm fucking tired of it. I'm just trying to fucking leave. I go to work, I come home. Today, I went to work at fucking 7 a.m. Came home, it was perfectly fucking fine. She went to the fucking beach with good fucking time, cool. I didn't want to fucking talk. She keeps asking me stupid fucking questions. I'm done tired of asking them. I told her I'm just fucking done with this shit. She fucking was like, cool, I'm leaving, whatever. She screamed at me, I screamed at her. She screamed at me again, I told her to get the fuck out.
Okay. And then you started pushing her out the door?
Yeah.
Okay.
End story, I pushed her out the fucking door, gave her her shit, went downstairs, gave her her fucking other car keys, so she had all her car keys. I didn't know if she had hers or not. Called it good.
Okay.
And I watched you guys pull fucking up and everything fucking else.
Okay.
I'm not going to jail tonight. I hope you know that. Like,
what does that mean?
I'm just letting you know I'm not going to jail tonight. That's why that fucking rifle's there. I'm not going to fucking jail tonight. Either death by cop or not. I've been in plenty of firefights in my fucking life. I'm afraid of another one. Point being is I'm not fucking going to jail tonight. Refuse to.
This guy has a mental health
problem.
He's majorly depressed. He doesn't know how to manage his life.
Can you just step inside here so that we can finish our conversation?
You're talking perfectly fine.
You just said you're gonna fucking shoot me.
I didn't say I was gonna shoot you. I said I wasn't going to jail. You can take implications.
You said if you're gonna go to jail,
that
you're gonna fucking shoot us.
I didn't say you were gonna shoot you. If I want to shoot you, I could pick all 3 of you off this fucking balcony. I can hit a fucking on Ironsides. I can hit a fucking paper target from 300 fucking meters away. If I wanted to kill you guys, it would have already been fucking done. before you walked
See,
out
this
your
guy
fucking
is
car,
not well.
when you guys all showed up in the convoy. I didn't say I was going to shoot you. I said I'm not going to jail.
Okay. Can you step inside?
I'm right here.
Yeah, but can you step inside?
No, I'm stepping
away
right
from
here.
the gun so that we can finish the conversation.
We are finishing the conversation. We are talking.
See, this country failed this man because he's turning an argument with a girlfriend into a life and death situation.
Right now, that gun's 3 foot behind me. He can grab his pistol, and she can grab her pistol faster than I can grab that fucking gun. So,
That's all stuff he learned in the military. Everything he's talking about is stuff that we taught this man as a culture.
I'm not in any danger right now. If I walk backwards and grab that motherfucker, see? Look at that. Look at that. You're fine. You have your hand on your fucking pistol, you'll be fine. Calm down.
Okay. So are you going to step inside so that we can finish the conversation?
No. We are talking perfectly fine right now. If she grabs her shit, she goes out the door, you guys go with her, like you just stated, then we're perfectly fine. Your life's not in danger, my life's not in danger, no one's life's in danger. I don't deal.
You've already, this dude, see, the problem with this guy is, right, he's already committed, like, a couple crimes, like, or has he? Yeah, he touched his girlfriend.
This shit.
Okay. Are you not going to step inside for me?
No. I just told.
He put himself in this situation, though. Like, there's no other. He doesn't know how to read women well, so he finds a one who's clingy, and now he's standing on his porch with a rifle talking to the police. What is the responsibility of the person who is murdered for being murdered? Like, it's such an easy thing to understand.
I told you that multiple times. You're going to keep asking me, I'm going to keep telling you the same answer.
Okay, because I want to avoid what you're talking about with your fucking rifle.
My rifle's just sitting there.
Yeah, I know it is.
I'm allowed to have it right there.
Okay.
This is not a fucking gun state?
Okay, but you don't understand why I'm concerned that you just talked about having a shootout with cops?
About that. Listen here. I did 2 fucking deployments overseas. I understand that. I understand about the whole fucking ass show, whole bullshit.
Because I don't want to shoot anybody right now.
Okay, cool. You're there. I'm here. We're perfectly fine having a civil conversation. Are we not? Are we not having a civil conversation right now?
Sure.
Okay. You're the one escalating this right now.
I'm not escalating. You're the one that brought up having a shootout with cops.
No, I didn't say have a shootout. I said I'm not going to jail. That's all I said. If you want to infer,
say I'm not going to jail, or I will shoot it out with cops.
I did not say or shoot it out with cops. Never shooting cops.
See, what he's doing right now is trying to get into it. He's having an argument like an uneducated person. We have to. This guy is uneducated. He's trying to like obstruct this with words. Is what he's doing. He's trying to play word games with cops. Like it's almost like he gets enjoyment out of it. He's trying to talk himself out of a situation that he talked himself into.
I never said a gunfight. I said I'm not afraid of getting in a gunfight. There have been plenty of them. Did never say I was going to shoot a cop. Those words never came out of my mouth. That camera right there, and right there, and right there. Actually, yours is not on, but yours too. Oh,
I've got a newer one.
It's a new one.
Okay. Well, all 3 of your cameras will show that. Those words never came out of my mouth to shoot a cop. Ever.
Okay, have a shootout, whatever you want to call it.
I didn't say shootout.
But you understand why I'd like you to step inside.
Okay, you guys are there. You're no in danger. I'm not going to hurt you. She's grabbing her shit. We're all fucking kosher.
Trey, the matter here is that there's a rifle 3 foot behind you. I understand we have our own.
Right. There's a rifle 3 foot behind me. That is 100% understandable.
Step inside, talk to us for
We are just trying to handle this civilly.
Right, which we are. She's grabbing her stuff. You ask about what happened. I told you what happened. You asked all the rest of the events. I said I watched you guys pull up. There was nothing that wasn't civil about this, was there?
Okay, but why won't you step inside for me?
Because I'm not going to get close to you guys. Because I can't win a 3-on-1 scenario. That ain't happening.
He's all about winning.
Who's talking about winning?
It's not about responsible.
Well,
it's not about being
3 of
responsible.
you
It's about
all
winning.
right there. If you want to back up, I'll step inside the door. But I'm not stepping inside this door with you 2 foot from me.
Okay, you want to step inside?
You want to step to the
and
bookcase?
close the screen door for me?
There's
the sliding glass door.
I'm not closing the sliding glass door. If you want to step to the bookshelf, I will step inside, and we are both in agreement.
What bookshelf?
The one bookshelf that's in behind you. There's 4 of them. You want to step back there? I will step inside. Look at that. Look at that. All right.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Okay. So the issue is, she said you were shoved her to the ground.
I pushed her. I didn't push her to the ground. I pushed her outside that door. I gave her stuff. I made sure she had all the stuff that she needed. I went downstairs to make sure she had her keys. I gave her keys, and then I went back upstairs. That is what happened. Yes. She screamed at me. I screamed at her. She screamed at me. I put her out the door. That is what happened. I will refer that again many times over.
I know, but she's saying that you pushed her on the ground. You're admitting that you were pushing her.
Yeah, but did I push her?
So that is the issue at hand now.
Yes, I did push her out the door.
329.
I 100% did that.
Okay. So that is what I'm trying to have you come in here and talk with us about.
Right.
Without having a fucking shootout.
We're not having a shootout right now. We're talking. And
I know, but some statements were made.
Yes, I said I was not going to go to jail.
Okay, otherwise you're going to have a shootout.
I never said I was going to have a shootout. Again, we are getting to semantics here. I never said that. And I'm not going to put those words in my mouth. Let's swear them.
Okay, well, something to that effect. I don't remember the exact words.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
This guy wants to fight. That's what he wants to do.
Very much trying to. That's why I came in the door. You backed up.
Step in further away from the guy.
Right, which you wanted me to step inside, which I did. Did I not? Did I not? Did I not meet you halfway? You walked
you
backwards.
took one step forward and...
Which I am inside the door.
Yeah, but the door's still open.
Yes, the door is 100% still open.
Okay. Can you work with me one step further and close the door?
I will close it halfway. I'll give you that. I will give you that much.
Okay.
So what now?
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, like I said, the issue at hand
is that I pushed her out the door.
Is that you're pushing her out the door.
I 100% did.
Right. Okay. So, it's not a huge deal.
Yes.
Like, she doesn't have any crazy marks on her or anything, but it is technically a domestic assault.
Which I understand.
Okay? So you understand that we have to do our jobs.
I understand that.
Right? Okay? So, I'm trying to handle this as peacefully as possible.
And I am too. I'm meeting you halfway, am I not? I've not done mostly two of the requests you asked. You asked me to walk in the door, I said walk in the door. You stepped backwards, we said cool. You asked me to shut the door, I shut the door halfway. I'm meeting you halfway here. Quite literally halfway.
Okay.
Am I not?
But I'm explaining to you.
Yes.
That we have to do our jobs.
And I'm explaining what...
And I'm trying to make it not just safe for us, safe for you.
And I think I'm pretty
to do our jobs. Because I just told you, you did just admit
that I pushed you out the door. Yes.
Which is a domestic assault.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So, we have to deal with that further.
Okay.
Okay? And I'd like to do it after you
That
close.
dog is understanding what's about to happen.
Handcuffs. Correct? Domestic assault?
Because I don't want
No, am I correct?
this to escalate further.
Right. So, technically, next steps, domestic assault, if I'm wrong, you put me in handcuffs, you take me to the down jail, and you process me, you do my fingerprints, you do everything else. Am I correct? Am I correct?
Yeah, you're correct.
Yes. Okay, cool.
Okay? So turn around for me.
No, I'm not.
Put your hands behind your back.
No.
And step this way.
No.
Okay, you're gonna get 365, shots fired, shots fired. Step this way.
It sucks. It sucks.
Okay, you're gonna get.
It sucks.
365, shots fired, shots fired.
That sucks, man. It just sucks. It sucks.
Which house?
It sucks. That just sucks. That all of that could have been avoided, man. It all could have been avoided. I don't know if I really want to watch this video after watching that.
Big ideas.
See, that guy wasn't psychotic. He wasn't psychotic. He wasn't in some type of like unconscious state where he was active but not of what he was doing. He was completely conscious of what he was doing. He wanted to die that night. And see, that's the thing with I don't think people understand human behavior and what people are willing to do what they want. COVID is a really amazing example of the normal folk who just won't do something like this. They will commit themselves to an idea to where it kills them. Humans will do that. And growing up in this world, you really got to be careful about who you want to follow or who you want to read and do stuff, because you may be following someone who wants to do that. This is why you need to stand as an individual. Is that Tulsa? Oh, it's Orlando. It's Florida. Okay, so this guy had a gun, and the cop kind of like gave him an out, and then
Hey, boss. What are you doing? Come on. What are you doing? Oh, be careful. Alright, hold up. County 5-1. Whoa! Fuck you doing, bro? Fuck you. 21-12.
Totally justified, man. Like, yeah, it sucks, but it's justified. Now, that cop could have de-escalated that a whole lot better instead of getting to. He should have. I think the cop should have had him at gunpoint and had his hands up because he had a gun on him. But like, that cop is kind of responsible of what happened there. He got his ass kicked for it. Like, he totally got his ass kicked. I think he did have his gun out, actually. He also needs to clean his body too. Yeah, there it is.
Hey, boss. What are you doing? Come on. What are you doing? Oh, be careful. Alright, hold up. County 5-1. Whoa! Fuck you doing, bro? What fuck you?
So you don't really want to be in a situation where you're in hand-to-hand combat with someone because it's really dangerous.
2112.
We don't need our society doing stuff like this. We just don't need it. We need to stop acting like this. We need this. We can do better. I'm calling everyone out here when I'm saying this. Everybody. Everybody's responsible. That cop is taking blows to the head, man.
Crossfire.
Cop, man. Jesus Christ. It's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. Still got no views. I don't care. I don't care. Everyone have a good day.